I have depressed.
Okay, I am now depressed. It's so depressing.
I have depressed, man.
How can you eat corn dogs without any mustard?
I know, that's the quandary I have right now, man. Corn dog without mustard is not a corn dog.
Sacrilege! Alright, quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live on the radio. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside and outside Shroud the Avatar 5 days a week. That's right, 5 days a week. Well, not every 5 days of the week, but you get the drift.
Whenever
right
we
here.
feel like it. I mean,
that's right. We got to take a break every once in a while. Skeggy, thank you for the host. Thank you very much. Greetings, everybody joining us out there. Julian, Vash, right off the bat. I thought I saw Eagle out there, Draken Naruto. And everybody else just getting ready to join us. Of course, haven't done the shout-outs yet. We'll get those done here in just a second. But welcome to today's show. It is Corn Dog Tuesday, July 9th, 2019 here. And we have a major dilemma. We have corn dogs, but we have no mustard.
No mustard. How do you
mustard.
eat a corn dog without mustard?
I don't know.
There is another problem with corn dogs. They're turkey dogs. They're not.
Well, you know, if it's got just the right amount of breading on it, you probably really can't tell the difference.
No.
Julian Tenpenny,
NBNN
thank you very much for the sub. You know what that's gonna do? That's gonna go ahead and get us.
It's gonna prematurely end the marbles game that I'm currently in.
That's probably the size of it. I didn't even hear that today. Did you find a way to finally mute that, or?
I have no idea why that randomly goes through to where you can hear it, because you shouldn't be able to hear it.
Waldo, thank you very much. We play with some balls. Yeah, did y'all see that kid's book? Is that what it is? The kid's book I posted yesterday?
Temporarily.
Let's scroll back in Discord real quick. Don't forget you can join us. We're the only show on the air that invites you, the audience, to come join us every day and talk about the goings on here. You can join us in chat on Twitch. You can join us in Discord. You can join us right here on the lot in game. Several different ways. Or if you happen to have mine or Jack's info, you can text us and we'll answer texts throughout the day as well. So
I'll answer it during this show.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. We answer, so don't worry about, reach out and touch somebody. I like that Death Star, by the way. The Death Star was...
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, we may have to play that old Dallas video just for giggles and grins.
Which one Debbie does?
The $7 million video.
Oh.
because of yesterday.
No, I mean, as soon as you mention an old Dallas movie, that
no. But yesterday I posted a link to Facebook where there's a children's book called "Do You Want to Play with My Balls?" and they read it out loud, and it is just the funniest.
Is that
funny.
the furry balls one?
No. If you want, we can play that. But no, we've got to get to a game of marbles. Julian, give me a number between 148, my friend.
I'm playing Bongo Boogie on my stream.
40. All right, big 40. 40 is Frozen.
And the real question is,
excuse me,
you gonna tip me so I can eat a corn dog on stream?
Hey, well, put it out there.
Without mustard?
Who wants to see Jack eat a corn dog without mustard?
I know, it's so disappointing, no mustard.
All right, count us in.
Yeah. Are we ready to click start?
We are.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, start.
As we give everybody a minute, while we're waiting on that, we're gonna
streams.
Open up a giveaway from Storm's Pets. Courtesy of Storm's Pets, gonna be giving away an Obsidian Wolf pet, and all you gotta do is exclamation "I love free shit." In order to get in on that, we'll pull that giveaway here 20 minutes, half hour or so. Bottom of the hour.
Julian wants to know that he has some squirt mayo for my corn dog. The extra special sauce.
The extra special sauce. Is that the sauce? And then never mind. I'm not going to go there. Yes, I am.
Yeah, it's something.
The sauce you were going to make from that text message?
I don't know.
All right, we're getting ready to play, thanks to Julian. First game of marbles of today. Good luck, everybody. If you don't know the rules are first one to the bottom wins. If you win, you get 10 scrolls, usually zone unless you specify otherwise. If we win, well, nobody gets anything. Nada. That's right. But we are rimming the black hole.
Oh.
That's not a moon.
Whereas my stream, everybody had to go find the small canal and try to get into it, but everybody was trying to circle around it. But Skeggy and NBNN, as well as Lancel, are the first to go.
We have Lancel, Synesist, and Venetrix. All three is... Synesist is doing his best to keep everybody from winning scrolls today. But Lancel and Venetrix, they don't look like they're giving up anytime soon.
Oh, Laz is in the lead.
Yay, Laz!
Go Laz, go Laz.
Yeah, and Venetrix and Lancel both surpassed you, leaving you in third place.
Oh, well, right now you're stuck in the... Draken passed you up, and looks like Draken won. Lancel dropped out, and she's like, screw this.
This is quite the interesting little board here as we just go round and round through some different... And Lancel trying to run away with it, but Vent says not.
Yep. Then
slowly we raced.
Slow race. And I gotta figure out how to spell
got a little
Draken's
boost. Name. Almost caught up there. Oh, Lancel got blocked. Venetrix. And then Synesist takes the lead again. I tell you what. Skeggy Media ejected. Why am I not doing this?
I don't know where I've heard this song before. Where have I heard the song that's playing before?
I have no idea. It might have been some video game someplace. Oh, look at that. Lancel slides past the boys. Coming into the gate. Is she gonna keep the lead? Yes, she does. And Cynicist gets... Oh, no, Cynicist wasn't ejected. Who was just ejected?
Okay.
But congratulations, Lancel.
Yeah.
She is our first winner. The usual, my dear? Or do you have a preference? Let me know.
Yep. I kind of like how it's got the chat bubbles on here to where you can actually just click on things and see what the chat bubbles actually say.
Well, that's coming right out of Twitch, ain't it? That's coming directly out of the Twitch chat, so yes, yeah.
But for the race leaders and things like that.
Yeah, it's be more interesting if it would parse onto the track while they were racing, so people could zing each other on the way down the track. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Lancel, and let me get these scrolls right out to you. I believe I have plenty on me. Oh, look, she's standing right there too. I wasn't even paying attention.
And she's like, it's bathing suit season. So
yeah, tell you what, she's looking awful sharp in that outfit there.
Yeah.
I bet she'd be looking awful sharp out of that outfit as well, but that's beside the point.
I forgot to get a copy of Just a Gigolo from List when he made that. You remember that day where it's like he went out and made the ABC file just for me during the show when I mentioned Just a Gigolo?
Oh, he's done that for us, several times.
Several times.
And it's pretty cool looking outfit.
Oh, yeah.
Had to put it up on screen for everybody. So, how's everybody feeling today? Is everybody back to normal? Does everybody stop twitching from last night that they were jonesing? Because, oh my God, Black Monday hit and the servers went down last night. And we have just a wee bit of information on that, but let's bring this up.
I don't want to.
I know, you got a mouthful of corn dog.
Okay. We have a major thunderstorm here in Austin that caused a power fluctuation at the server hosting facility. Unfortunately, the power supply and server did not power back on properly. We are sending one of our engineers to the facility to do a physical reboot. We expect to have server back online within the next hour or two.
Power shouldn't have gone out, damn it.
Well, that's, thank you. There's the elephant in the room. Let's start with the only update since that, which is edit server is back online.
It's like UPS?
Yeah, as we were, hoping there would be some kind of other post other than an edit saying, oh, well, we're back up. But, yes, servers went down somewhere after 6 yesterday. Didn't come back till, what time was it last night? 12:35 a.m. they came back up. Now, while the servers were down and people were knocking on the front door, we saw several different things. I actually connected to the QA at one point. Through the regular, launcher for some reason. I don't know what they were fiddling with, or they were just trying to see what was going on. But at one point I was directed to the QA and eventually came back up. But when it came back up, what it really looks like is that the power went out, and when it powered back up, it just came back right where it was. No data loss, no nothing. Everything was just as it was when it went poof. But yes, meanwhile, the talk of all this co-locating, putting it in a nice secure server facility, which
is supposed to have redundant power anyways.
I mean, the idea of going to one of these locations is that they have, backup generators and stuff like that, and,
refund maybe, eh?
And multiple fiber lines coming in.
Well, there's that, Econ. This, I mean, all those are a possibility. But on top of all that, my biggest question is, even if you've got a box located in a colo and it's got all that, and you've got your own plug, if you don't have even a 10-minute UPS on that own plug for your own safety, aside from we got several other comments about having what was it? Hang on, I gotta get
Inside lights out.
Yeah, thank you. What is it? ILO?
ILO or IPMI, same thing.
Is why is there no remote setup so you power off state remotely? Geez, I think even I've got that built into my stuff. I think you've got that built into your stuff.
Doesn't a good
ILO, yeah, thank you, Constance. Yeah.
Redundant power supplies as well.
Well, again, yeah. So several questions out there that the community is coming forth with, leaving people rubbing their heads, going, But yes, there was no data loss, thank goodness. There seems to be life going on as normal, but we had some people twitching in their seats, jonesing for their soda fix, and gotta say it's good to see people really itching to play the game in a situation like this. We got to see a lot of people turning to the forums with all sorts of interesting ideas and thoughts. While they had nothing to do, they took to the forums and started tossing ideas out there. Everything from bring back the raffle to Draken, if he's on stream today, I'll definitely be tuning in to find out what he's got to say.
No, don't bring back the raffle.
Yeah, well,
idea from the beginning.
They're getting creative out there, giving away POTs and housing, and not just giving away free lots. They don't want to give away free lots. They want to give away free towns here. Like I said, they were getting very creative while the game was down. But meanwhile, somebody who got really creative, and I just got to give him a big shout out, Necronut last night. It didn't stop him one bit. He was streaming the game, the servers went down, and that boy loaded up offline mode and continued to adventure. Even got a new player into the game, had the new guy was downloading the game. Apparently you can still download the content while, I guess you can download it off of Steam while the servers are down. Or that's on another location someplace totally different.
It's on something.
But it was funny to watch, him playing in offline mode, keeping his live stream going, and still getting new players to download the game. So big props out to him for being resourceful and keeping his Soda Jones going throughout the night. So tuned into him for a little while, and I tell you, he had a lot of us just tuned in because. Everybody wanted to see what it was up to. So you never know what you're going to find out there on Twitch streams. So tune in and find out. But lots and lots of questions. I just I don't understand. I just don't understand. I guess I'm gonna have to wait to see what the explanation is.
A long time ago, when I was a network admin. We had this entire book for disaster prep on what to do if something happens.
Yes.
I don't have anything like that.
Well, again, don't know all the circumstances of what happened down at the co-location, so until we hear anything else, everything else is just speculation at this point. So, we'll tune in. At least I'll try and tune in next Chris stream.
I'm sure Chris will give a massive explanation that's really 30 seconds long inside of his next stream later tonight.
Engineers.
And it's probably going to be something really stupid, like the UPS had a dead battery in it, and when it tried to go over to the UPS, that failed, followed by the power supply suffering some sort of brownout, and that fried a circuit, and then from there they had to go to backup to backup to backup.
Yeah, Econdis, I agree with you. I mean, for as little as I know about it, I've seen and I've known people who have had several setups, sort of what these guys are doing, and or at least my understanding of what they're doing. And yeah, at minimum, you would have your own UPS at the bottom of your own plug, just to be redundant. I mean,
yeah,
you don't understand, and Jack can tell you. I mean, one of the first things I did when we started doing this show is made sure we had not double redundancy, not triple redundancy. We have like quadruple redundancy on all this. I've got a fallback on a fallback on a fallback. I mean,
the only thing we don't have redundancy of is our internet connections.
Yeah, but technically we have phones, so yes, we do.
Yeah, but I'm not eating all the bandwidth for that.
Well, I've got that good unlimited plan, so what can I say?
If you think about it, I actually have 2 streaming PCs because I'm using my spare PC right now to stream off of.
There you go.
Not my desk. I mean,
not the beast that you built to do all this stuff. Yes, absolutely.
So this is my old desktop that I'm streaming on right now. So it is something that we do have like redundancies as far as what we need to do.
Yeah, redundant voice, server backups. We have 2 and 3 different ways to communicate voice. We have 2 or 3 different ways to retain the audio and video files. I mean,
Yeah, and we've done a little bit of all of it too, because we've used Skype for video, we've used Zoom, we've used
Hangouts,
Google Hangouts. Yeah, we have done all kinds of stuff.
We've done it all. That's right. But of course, thanks to our gracious host, the BMC, who pays for our Zoom room. We've settled in on Zoom because Zoom, we can have 100. We can have 100 of you folks in Zoom and have a really good time.
So Chris said exactly what it was on Discord. It's nothing about a UPS. It's the box processor that fried. And there was only one box in there, so he was supposed to set up something today.
Okay, so.
And the engineer could not do anything. I guess that's undone, probably. Because Chris had the box at his home.
Well, that was my first argument. Somebody's like, well, what if what if the server's got fried? I know Chris has got a backup server sitting around someplace because he's changed out the server several times, so I know there's at least 1 or 2 spare boxes floating around, but putting this on Discord doesn't help people because,
it doesn't.
That's not an official outlet.
It's not even their official channel.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, yeah.
It's that channel was created, the Discord channel was created by Codex Dragon from Ultimate Dragons. and
I thought it was Tazar. Was it Codex Dragon?
I thought it was Codex. Or it might have been Tazar that created the...
I don't know. I know Tazar's admin there, and I always see him there, so I just always assume he was the one who ran it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We know it's somebody in the community. It's not run by...
That sets up everything, yeah. It's like they need to take ownership of their own shit, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, well. Anyway, moving right along. Let's do this drawing here.
I've got a serious question for you related to that.
Okay, shoot.
Out of all of your power problems, when was the last time that you ever heard of a processor failing?
Been a long time, and with all my problems, it just happened to me just within the last month. I had a leak, and I literally had water flood into my radio station PC, and it just shut the whole PC down. And This is water now we're talking about. Water, okay?
Yeah.
You know what water usually does to things. Well, I'm sitting here and all of a sudden the PC, I didn't realize it was dripping, by the way. I found out when the blue screen of death came up on screen and said, hardware malfunction, shutting the system down. And I was surprised, A, to see Windows do that, and B, to see the fact that there's water flooded in there and it didn't just short circuit and fry everything. But I was like, oh, fuck. I pulled the machine, took it, opened it up, dried it up, put a fan on it, and plugged it back in an hour later, and the motherfucker came back up running like it was nobody's business. So, I mean, I can't say that I've heard of that happening short of a direct lightning strike. I mean, that water should have fried the whole inside of my PC, in my opinion. And, thank my lucky stars, knock on wood, it didn't happen, but it should have fried my whole machine. Don't ask me what kind of things are going on. Maybe circuitry's gotten to that point where,
But it's like, but to say that the processor
should have filled it up with rice,
got fried, to me is really weird, because something on the motherboard should have gotten fried first.
Yeah, and again,
transistors are there for a reason.
That's what I was gonna say. You pop a resistor, transistor, something fries.
Yeah, I mean, but before the processor, so it's I don't know. I mean, Chris wasn't there. He has a replacement box, and he probably just came up with something that sounded good.
Well, I'll be tuning in again. I know I just mentioned it. A couple people got in here. Exclamation! I love free shit. Give you all the last chance to get in on this Obsidian Wolf giveaway. Fan failed and CPU overheated. Yeah. Possibility. Again, it's just, it's one of those things you hear,
We don't know.
You hear to talk about.
We'll get more information later.
How they moved everything off-site. It's all nice and secure, and then this happens. That's all. Maybe it's just bad luck. But
bad luck.
Well, if it wasn't bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. I'll tell you what. No luck at all.
Your name is Rodney
No luck at all. All right, we're going to close this giveaway. We're going to pick ourselves a winner. And then we're going to get on to another topic that Jack Cynicist, who's getting that prize?
I have won.
You're not getting that prize. Get out of here.
What are you talking about, man? Dude, I have 0 taming. I need an Obsidian Destroyer Bear.
I'll give you an Obsidian Destroyer Bear, for crying out loud. I'll give you whatever you want. I got a bag of pets sitting right here. All you got to do is ask for one.
Wait. Was I supposed to be playing for someone? Yeah. Okay, roll again.
We'll pick another winner. Speed Donham, Waldo. Congratulations, you have won yourself Obsidian Wolf Pet. I get that right out to you. And we're going to have one coming up for the end of the show. I think that's a red wyvern, but let me just double check before I go ahead and make an... Yes, we've got a red wyvern, which is going to be up next, and that's going to be Waldo's. Waldo, you in game? I guess I'll find out here in a second.
Control F.
No, I'm just going to the mail.
Just typing in his name.
Yeah. Because I don't know if I could spell it. Let's just see.
Hey, you know what? It works. So why'd you give an Obsidian Destroyer out?
What?
Is that because of something I said the other day? Yesterday, I mean.
What do you mean?
That someone told me that someone bought a Obsidian Destroyer off Shroud Marketplace.
Oh,
someone put a Shroud.
I just
up for sale.
I thought, yeah, I was joshing on that. I said somebody's selling those. I said I probably should give one away.
Yeah.
Hey, Candace, you want to move this thing here? He's on top of my bag. I can't get to my bag.
What? He's sitting on top of your bag?
Yeah,
he's just keeping your
Toothy's
bag
sitting on top of the bag of pets there. Yeah.
Sounds uncomfortable.
I tell you, you know. It's a big gator. Yeah, we got an obsidian destroyer in here to give away. We got razorback destroyers. We've got ferocious red still. We've got obsidian stag. We got a young yellow dragon.
So I loved how you had a question yesterday for me about like the things that are on the cheesy writing boards.
Yeah, you know, I just didn't think about. You know, I'm looking at
actually
them,
mousing over,
and yeah, I didn't think about mousing over them. Don't ask me why. I don't know.
It's like, what are these things?
What are these things? Why are they sitting down there on these other ones? Never thought to mouse over it and go, oh, duh.
Like, dude, it's like the jawbone of Lazarus. Hold on here.
All right, here we go.
Over. We'll move it right in front of you.
You're too much.
Then we'll move my jawbone right in front of me. There you go. We'll add some symmetry to it. But yes.
There you go, Waldo. Here's your obsidian wolf. And if you all give me just a minute, we'll reset this and we will put up the red wyvern.
Oh. Yep.
All right, next topic. Giveaway is now open. Exclamation, I love free shit, courtesy of Storm's Pets. Because Storm's Pets is all over the world. If they got locations over in Oceania, they got locations out in Journey's Ends, they got locations Black Rock Cove, all over the place. He's got locations. So look for Storm's Pets when you're out there. If you're actually looking for your pets to buy in-game, check out Storm's Pets.
Yep.
But moving right along, there's a, I don't know, where do you want to go? You want to go with the office crisis, or you want to go with the cake issue?
Let's go with the cake issue, because the office crisis is very, very debatable.
Because until somebody comes along, and this would be your typical, regular, everyday, average avatar.
Everyday,
yeah. You don't think about this shit.
Well, I have not opened my July rewards up, so I don't know, other than, hey, there's cake with bonuses. I don't know what those bonuses are.
Yes. Wedding cake 420. That's right. It's the good wedding cake.
It's and there's what, 6 pieces of cake in there?
One
piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Just so.
That
July
was my whole point when it came out.
One piece of cake.
A piece of cake. Now you understand why I kept saying a piece of cake. Yes, one piece of cake.
Because the way they originally posted that, there was supposed to be Econdis is like you get 8 pieces.
Now that's interesting. Now I'm gonna have to actually go back.
I thought it was 6.
I don't know.
Julian's like it's 8.
Really?
Yeah.
I got 8 pieces.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I have not
opened the bag yet. I have not. Julian still has 7 on him. Yeah.
That's what we get for not looking over at the count, because all I saw was a piece of cake.
Well,
so
it's what we get for not opening our bags.
I think I opened mine, because I don't know. Good question. I'll have to, well, let's see, I guess I can go up to the rewards, see if I even took it out of the rewards yet. That's quite possible. I didn't even do that. Yeah, no, I haven't even claimed it out of my, yeah, so.
Mine's still in rewards as well,
yeah.
Probably.
Mine's still sitting there. Log in, and it just says cake, so I guess I assumed it was just a piece of cake. Yeah.
Kake. Kake.
My bad. I assumed it was just a piece of cake because that's what it said, so.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Not
but
cake, it's kake.
Time Lord's got this to say about the piece of cake and what it does.
Mm-hmm.
1 hour.
If you're a soda fanboy,
well,
you may not like this soda review. Soda, the XP game of the miser.
Dun, dun,
I had a single slice of Lord British's cake and 200,000 in my XP pool. Went poof after only half of the effects of a single slice of cake were used up. The character I was using was a low-level Tier 2 hunting area newbie character, a character that a new player would be using after a few weeks of normal casual play. I don't think it should be normal to have such a drain with or without cake for our new players to be facing a zero-sum XP pool. I don't think it's good for our game. Does everyone run around with a zero XP pool? Do we think that this is motivating new players? Should this be normal? I'm finding that I must have other games ready to fill in the gaps of my disinterest in Soda due to low XP rewards. Don't get me wrong, I'll still be playing Soda forever, but if this continues, which it seems to persist, I just won't be playing that often, due to the content not being interesting enough to entertain me while I shut off all my skill gains to refill the XP pool. I'm happy that Soda has begun to take up less computer space so I include other games on my computer system without the need to reload the game. The fact it's really going to help when motivation to play more Soda arises from time to time, which is currently about 3 to 5 times a month. I do understand that Soda is attempting to motivate players through content, yet the dominating factor in my own playtime motive is the ability to gain, which I don't view as something I need to constantly manage as if I were a miser. The more Soda can get me to play, the more I will spend on its content. The Lord British cake just enhanced my motives to play other games, and I'm guessing helped those Soda players who managed to have a large XP pool. The psychology of player retention seems to lay within the combat XP pool, because the second that another player tells me that I need to somehow manage it is the second I must begin seeing my character as a robot instead of an idea that I am the avatar having to flip switches on and off as to see what's going into my character's brain. Blows my immersion as well as interest in the game. Commander Spacetime of Elite Dangerous, where the emptiness and doldrum of space is more immersive. Pew, 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 pew. Laz, I read it all.
Yeah, saying hello to Hookage Font here on the set, just joining us. Typing away. He wandered up on set there, so I invited him to join us and sit down and listen in on the radio.
Yeah.
But yes, you can see the conundrum that somebody coming back, joining in, doesn't have the big XP pool, hasn't really figured out how to get the big XP gains and keep their pool stocked, all that good stuff.
Yeah, because, I mean, realistically, like, it really does involve a ton of micromanaging. It does involve a ton of... I wouldn't say knowing where you're going, because you know what? You can GM every single skill.
Yes. Now, comments...
every single skill.
Comments from out in chat, and of course, if you're a gamer, experienced gamer knows, you know, WTF, dude, you don't use shit if you don't know exactly how it's used yet, first off. Second, you know, they still have 7 slices of cake left, so now you know the effects. You can save the 7 slices, so what's the problem, dude? You know, all sorts of different attitudes toward it, but yeah, I could see where that could be a bit of a bummer. You know, I can see where that would...
Yeah, I didn't realize that the slice of cake was an XP boost.
Yeah, it does several things. What was it? Let's check over here in the notes.
Because I thought the last time we really talked about it was the day of patching, and we're like, yeah, I'm not even pulling it out of the box.
So, we're excited to announce login reward to celebrate Lord British.
It doesn't say.
It does. July will receive a set of 8 Lord British slices when consumed. Convey unique buff, 2 hours of increased focus and health regeneration, plus 100% speed learning buff. So yes, well documented right there in the release notes as to what it does, how long it lasts, and
it was in the release notes,
and how many you get. Yeah, because we never got to these since we took the long weekend. We were going to get to them yesterday, and it doesn't really look like we're going to get to them today yet either. Yeah,
things that we never got to. Yeah.
So yes, we never did get to Friday's release notes. Again, I believe we still have the little conundrum of, let me just verify that before I say it. Yeah, we're on release 1007, and patch notes are still at 1005. So we still have no updated patch notes as to what came in between now and then. And no other notes anywhere at the moment to talk about. So we're going with
the hard one, Julian.
You're gonna give Julian the hard one? What?
I'm gonna give him the hard one.
You wag that weenie at him. You tell him.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I love this shit. I tell you what. But yes, moving right along, we do have one more topic I believe you wanted to comment a bit on. Yeah, well, I had to wait till he had a mouthful of corn dog to set him up for that. Do we want to go here, or do we want to go someplace else? What do you want to do? I'll give you the choice.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. So, Chris did post on Facebook a little thing about Austin affordable no more. Office rents now rival Silicon Valley's, as large tech companies have exponentially increased their presence in Austin. That includes Facebook, Apple, Google, as well as Dell computers, HP, Intel.
Dell's been there since the beginning AMD, of time, man. I don't want to hear about that.
Sun Microsystems had an office here. Motorola's here.
Everybody's there.
Lots and lots of people are here.
All the big tech companies are out there.
Okay, so Chris makes a pose. I had people ask why we killed our office space. This story covers about part of why we killed it. Worse than just the rates are that the offices are asking for a 4+ year commitments. Seriously, what companies, how many employees they expect to have in 4 years? Factor in that traffic in Austin is insane, and this decision was a no-brainer. The whole office now works from home and meets once a week at our data center, where we have a free meeting room. So, 4-year plan.
4-year plan. 4-year plan.
Almost all of Portalarium's history, for Shroud of the Avatar, the development team was 30 for 4 straight years.
Yeah, pretty much.
for 4 straight years, it was roughly 30 employees.
Squeezed into an office space for 15.
Squeezed into 3 different offices.
Well, just, yeah.
So for 4 years...
I'm poking fun at it because the first office was SM. Oh, it was small.
Yeah, like 6 people in one room.
Yeah, the first office, they were packed in like sardines, literally.
And no lights ever on, either.
You know, missed that place. That was probably one of the coolest offices I've ever visited.
Then they did the reduction in force. Then after that, blah, 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 blah. But, okay, so Austin rents are increasing in, like, substantially in prime areas. Not wholeheartedly, like, really rivaling Silicon Valley's rates across the entire city.
Well,
there are certain
not
parts
for
of
nothing.
city.
Austin hits me as Orlando is to, Austin is to you guys as Orlando is to me. Orlando is the epicenter where the traffic is insane, the buildings are high, and everybody travels in and out all day, all night. While there's plenty of nice suburb areas that have, office space, warehouse space, and everything else right outside the city that is, available next to dirt cheap. I know Austin has plenty of land like that out there because I've driven a lot of them long straight roads right outside of Austin that there's nothing but
yeah. I mean, so it's it's one where it's like, okay, it's primarily where the area that they're looking. I know Lord Bridge
is extremely high.
Yeah. So it's the area that you're looking. You can always look.
Why don't they just put a building?
You have to know
on
what
Castleton.
You're trying to do. Well, Lord British is trying to sell
I understand that, but
and it is actually zoned for only one residential area.
Oh well.
So not as a commercial building occupied all the time.
I figure he had all that land out there. He could put up a little warehouse or something and
he's
put offices
got, like,
in it.
Some sort of like conservancy deed. And so his property taxes are less than if he owned a small house.
Gotcha.
The way rich people get away with things. Sorry, Lord British. Yeah. It's like, wow.
Hey,
his property taxes are cheap.
If I was doing it, I would do it the same way, and so would you. So anybody who doesn't do that way, I'd call them foolish.
I am jealous. That is exactly what it is.
Julian, absolutely. Every major municipality has this problem somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
Now, I'm from Brooklyn, and to us, it used to be Manhattan was the skyrocket area. But I'll tell you what, we left New York. It's going to be now 30 years ago. My parents bought their house for like $15,000 in the 1970s. They sold it for over $100,000 when they left in the late 90s. And that same house today is probably worth upwards of $2 million. Same house, same structure today. The third-story apartment, that's just a single-story apartment, has everything you need. It's probably renting for $2,000, $3,000 a month. It's lunacy, and this is in Brooklyn now. This isn't even in the city, so I can see the crunch in some places like Orlando. Same thing.
But,
people started moving out to where I am.
That's where you just keep on pushing outward and outward and outward.
Indeed.
Find places. And the idea that you actually have to be in the epicenter, the exact epicenter of all of that is BS. I mean, it's not a good use of resources.
Well, they proved that working from home, didn't they? You don't have to be in the epicenter of it.
Well, since they've moved to working at home. Do we want to go with that comment there?
Well, again, but
do we really want to go with that comment? Because
point taken, is they've proven that point. But
stand-up notes. Can't even get that done.
I have my own theory on the stand-up notes, and my theory on that is, well, I'm going to keep that theory to myself. So anyway, but moving right along, of course, we got to do the pay-to-bill thing around here. Of course, we are here thanks to all your support and the support of our sponsors. So I will remind you, I love free shit, to get in on the raffle being done at the end of the show in a few minutes. The NBNN Shroud Avatar app is available on all your electronic devices. Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, the Amazon App Store. Even Spiffy and his Kindle can use it. Now, all you new folks on those new phones, sorry, not updated yet. Working on it. But if you don't have any of those fancy devices, you can see a copy on the website. You can do all sorts of things. You can check out all sorts of stuff that we have available, including the NBNN Shroud Avatar Community Calendar, brought to us by our friends at HometownHero.com for all your vape juice needs.
Yep. Shroud of the Avatar Community Calendar is an aggregate of all of the Google public calendars related to Shroud that guy knows about. If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud and you want it hooked up just like the S-Mart did, thank you,
S-Mart. Eagle, thank you for the bits.
You just need to email news@nbnn.info and Laz will do something, or message him in Discord.
Indeed.
Find a way to get a hold of him and ask, hey, how do you want me to send it? Although we might want to kill the Elisha Redden at gmail.com.
Huh?
One of the calendars is elisha.redden at gmail.com.
I don't know what you're seeing.
Look at the E's under Dakani Tour. What's the calendar right under that?
I'm looking. I don't see what you're looking at.
Okay, hold on. I have to take
I'm
a screenshot.
looking at Tuesday, July 9th. What are you looking at?
Hold on. Now I got to draw pictures. There. Now I got to send it to Laz. But email Laz. But remember, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You need to tune in your ether.
Oh, what about that?
Radio. Look in the middle of it. Elijah.Redden.
Yeah.
That's someone's personal calendar, isn't it?
That's the S-Mart calendar, I believe.
S-Mart's above that.
Is it? I don't know. Whoever did it, they just didn't name their calendar. They left their email address. I don't know.
Not my fault. But yeah.
I mean, not for nothing. I think you can click on any of these events and get the email of the person who set up the event. I don't think it's...
you can get who set up the event,
but you can get their email. I don't see what the problem is. Anyway.
Click trying to figure out which calendar it belongs to.
Good luck. Yeah, good luck.
I know.
There's 20 calendars on there that you'd hardly ever see anything except once a year from. So don't sweat the small stuff, brother. Just read it. We got the clock is ticking here. Your job is to read it, not to question why. Come on now.
Man, my job is to question everything. Question everything. 2 o'clock, Sean Silverfoot, Paxlayer Town Manager Hour. 7 p.m. Join the Jade Dragons with Chillblain's Compendium of Pain and Suffering. Hopefully they can figure out how to use the LFG tool. Also at 7 on Radio Free Britannia's The 70s at 7. At 8 o'clock, Tavern Tuesday, taking place at Elementum.
Pub
somewhere there. Laz's third favorite event of the week. And the final event of this Taco Tuesday is going to be on Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got the calendar done.
Yep, thank you. Of course, don't forget you're watching us right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News. catching us in replays on YouTube or Twitch. If you got this far, you like what you see, click the follow, click the subscribes, click the notify buttons. You all know the buttons you gotta push depending on the platform you're watching on. Ain't gonna put none of them pop-ups, any crazy shit like you see. We're just straightforward. We do it live. We put it up just the way it was. We don't mess with
Why
it.
edit?
So
Why
right.
edit?
Why edit perfection? I tell you what, that's right.
Exactly.
So yes, yeah,
perfectly no scripted.
It's right. We put it out there exactly, on YouTube just the way it was live. So no edits, no funny stuff, no cuts, no takes, no redos. We do this.
Cuts,
that's right.
Takes or pansies.
So don't forget, it's thanks to you guys and your support, and of course the rest of our sponsors here that keeps us going. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove's located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter. And I'll tell you what, Zeke's stepping up the game when it comes to dungeons. Zeke's actually got the railroad stops built in his minecart dungeon. And he's got a little place where you can actually step up on the platform, and when the minecart comes around, it actually picks you up and whisks you off. You don't have to do nothing. It's funny as shit. So go check out the public dungeon there in Black Rock Cove. It's a trip. And if you're looking for crafting goods, you get all your crafted goods over at Black Rock Cove. Our friends at Hometown Hero for your vape juice needs. Check out the links below. Follow them to Hometown Hero. Take advantage of the discounts they've got running and get your vape juice needs covered. All sorts of tasty juices available at hometownhero.com. Local Austin bottlers. Small batches giving back to vets as well. Purple Dragon Inns. PurpleDragonInn.com. There is no S. And Lazarus Long's Luxury Rentals. If you're looking for a place to live temporarily until you get your own plot of land, come see me. I can set you up all over the world. If you're looking for a place to live, I've got places you can place that newly acquired lot as well. Shroud Music for ABC files. I've got loads of my favorite bestest ever ABC files available for you to go get a copy of on shroudmusic.com. And if you got ABC files that you want to share, you can upload your own at shroudmusic.com. Relics by Rild for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. T-shirts like I wear every day, hats, patches, drinkware, stickers, bumper stickers, and much, much more. Save 10% when you check out at Relics by Rild with the promo code NBNN. Save 10%. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us at 12s and 6s Monday through Friday. And my favorite sponsor, ShroudMarketplace.com, because I love working while I'm sleeping. I love getting paid while I sleep. I tell you what.
I know.
And I'll even get up while I'm sleeping if you place an order while I'm sleeping, if it's worth enough.
Get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to deliver that order.
You know I've done it more than once. That's right.
I've woken up at weird times.
I know many of us who have stores on the marketplace will do whatever it takes to make sure you get your deliveries. That's right.
As promptly as we can. Over 150 vendors at Shroud Marketplace. Each one is responsible for setting their own prices, maintaining their own inventory.
Pub rules.
Even putting their stuff up for sale, so you get anything and everything Shroud related, from accounts to Game Gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, all the way to services. Anything and everything. You gotta love the fact that your Cowbell of Reaping is making an appearance again. You've got Focus Potions, Imbued Potions, Toadstool sets.
I love seeing the toadstools out there. That's nice.
Yeah, it's like anything and everything. I mean, some things are easier to come across than others. I love the fact that some people still have what is the Dragon Bone Throne?
Dragon Bone Thrones. They still listen, so I don't shop as much looking through what everybody else is doing. I go every couple months. I go through just to see how my price is fair, but you know.
Yeah.
I do my calculations. I get what I need, and you know, my stuff sells. That's all I gotta say.
Caffeine did give me the tongue stick out emote because he sold some scrolls the other day, and he was rubbing it in my nose because his prices are currently cheaper than mine.
Cheaper than all of ours. That's right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not selling any scrolls. Caffeine's undercutting us.
Yeah,
I think it's time to start a scroll war. What do you think?
Maybe, but I don't know if I want to.
I don't know. Anyway, let's wrap this up because clock's ticking.
Anything and everything, go to shroudmarketplace.com.
Chris V-Car, thank you for the cheer and the bits.
Become a vendor on your own. Yeah. But yeah, you know what that means it is time for.
Time for us to get out of here because you've got to get back to work and we got to go ahead and pull this drawing. So while we're saying our goodbyes, I'll give you all one last chance! Exclamation! I love free shit to get in on the giveaway. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Alrighty. Radio show's done. And we will pull that drawing here. Everybody getting in. And we're going to close it. And pick our winner, Draken Naruto. Congratulations, you have won the Red Wyvern pet. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow, folks. Thanks very much. Love you guys. We'll see you all then.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.